Hello. Chickadee chick.
Welcome or welcome back to the MOBCAST.
We need
Cheers.
a soft, peaceful song that you like a daytime. Where what are those types of shows called where it's just like Jerry Springer format, and there's like Ricky Lake, where they're in the audience walking around with a mic, and then part of the segment, like a show, they'll be like sitting there, but like most of the time they're in the audience, they have a guest and they're asking them questions from the audience. What's that format?
Well, I mean,
Talk show? Is that what that?
basically, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, well, you know, it's a little different with the Jerry Springer. It's like, you know, because it's like a weird, confrontational, usually kind of, who's the baby daddy, whatever.
Yeah, or like,
It's
I'm a
like-
man.
Uh-huh.
I'm a man. Like, I know we've been dating for a year, but I'm a man.
And then there's like
He's
the doctor.
acts surprised. I mean, I feel like most of that, if not all, was scripted. I mean, they made a movie about that. Like a family that goes on their show, and Jerry Springer's in the movie. And
Oh, yeah. And then there's like Dr. Phil. That's more of like a talk show, it seems like, but at the same time, yeah, you're having guests on with like problems or
yeah,
whatever.
the whole side-by-side, like Steve Harvey format, Dr. Phil format, where they're like sitting
Yeah, what do you call
across
that?
from or at an angle.
Tell us
That
in the
would be-
comments. Tell us in the comments, because I'm too dumb. We don't know. Is a special genre?
Yeah, are there subgenres
Subgenre.
of talk shows? You know?
Yeah, it's like talk show, daytime. To fucking. I feel like there is a word for it that I can't fucking remember because I'm too dumb.
I don't know.
And he's getting me too high. Haven't been smoking that much. You know, isn't that some bullshit? Well, you know, congrats, Illinois, just legalized.
Mm.
Supposedly, I don't know. I think the governor still has to sign that shit.
What did you say, like the 1st of next year or something?
Yep, goes into effect January 1st.
If-
Legal weed. Fuck
Think-
you, Iowa. But the funny thing is, you know, I've been smoking for what? However many fucking years. Like,
Yeah.
over, like 13 years or some shit, right? And now, finally legalizing, and it's like, I've really just cut back on my smoking, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, I don't smoke anymore.
Yeah.
No, not true, but, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. I spent all my weed money.
do you think the potholes or different things around here are gonna start getting fixed? Like, somebody
Potholes?
brought that up to me today. It was like, that's what they're saying. But it was like I was in a room with like a more conservative, older, like an old timer, and like a newer guy who was like our age, maybe a little younger.
Right.
But he's like, oh, everything's gonna get fixed, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, we'd like
I
that.
didn't think about that. If like they'd be making more money, the state would be making more
I'm
money.
sure you could read about it because it's probably in the budget because. Okay, so like the governor passed the bill to legalize weed because the money, the tax revenue and shit that they expect to make from legalizing weed, that's like a big chunk of the budget or something. So it's like, you better hope you're getting out there and buying the shit, whatever. They better legalize it or else the state will fall apart.
Right.
It's like,
They're gonna like.
they're literally relying on the money for, yeah, the budget and shit. And yeah, I'm sure
Wow.
they might have stated. I don't know if it's listed somewhere. They might have stated like what exactly they intend it to go to. I don't know. I might have heard something, or they might just blanket term with like, yeah, education or.
Mm.
I think it is like education, infrastructure,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Did you hear like when the teachers at Moline High School were like falling off left and right? I kept hearing shit like less and less teachers. They're closing departments or like departments.
because
I
they
mean,
were
like,
getting
courses.
fired by the administration, the school, whatever. The school was letting them go.
Yeah, I think
'Cause
they
they're cutting
couldn't
down?
afford to pay
I don't know.
or something like that. It's hearsay to me. That's where I heard it. Somebody told me that. A couple people told me that. But I also heard it must have been a rumor or something that they were about to get rid of like an English elective of some sort or like some sort of course, like film and lit, for example, maybe.
I remember one teacher had said there was a point where he was like worried about losing his job, but he's like since retired now. So.
Nice. We need to get Joya up on here.
That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, I need to ask Don, do they still have a pottery program?
Yeah. That'd be sick. Dude, maybe we could have something made for the...
I'd love to. He's got some shit I want to buy. If I don't got $5,000.
Right.
I could buy cheaper shit.
Yeah.
But this one piece is amazing. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe even if they fix the roads, though.
That'd be cool. It'd be cool if like things started to improve, just like even like minor, you know, not minor, but like just the little things started getting.
Like the roads, the potholes? Or...
Yeah, that's really the only thing that I have a problem with.
Well, I was going to say, even if they fix the roads, it sucks here. It's going to fall apart immediately.
Yeah. But there's some roads that just need to be
replaced
completely. Yeah. Like,
and then again, well, maybe if you're replacing like a big span of road or something, maybe that ties into the state budget. But if you're doing potholes and small things, isn't that just the city's thing? The city's budget? Well, that, I mean, I guess the city would be getting tax.
Yeah, do you think the
revenue
state's
from
going to
weed, then, I
distribute
guess.
that to each, like...
Well, I guess if you're a dispensary here, because I'm ignorant of shit, I'm assuming if you're a dispensary here in the city,
you're paying taxes.
Some of that taxes is going to the city.
For sure.
I would imagine, correct?
I think it's expensive as fuck to do that, like have a dispensary or something.
Explain to me in the comments the tax code of the state of Illinois, because I'm too dumb to... I forgot my social economics class, whatever fucking...
Did you even... Me personally, I didn't pay attention, and well, now I can't even think of the name of the class. I had a Mr. like Purcell. It was like consumer ed. Yeah, consumer ed. You ever had that class?
You talking about? I remember Mr. Epperly.
Mr. Epperly too. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Mr. Purcell taught maybe like whatever before that.
Man, it's crazy. High school is such a distant memory for me now.
Yeah.
Like 10 fucking years.
I could not get into the consumer ed, even though it was like shit we needed to know. I just couldn't. I didn't want to focus on mortgages and if you just different shit that they would talk about in the class. But
I can't remember what they talked about.
Now that I think about it, I should have paid more attention.
I took a class senior year that allowed me to get out early each day for work, in quotations, because I didn't work till later on anyway. I got out of school early. And that was like some class you had to take. I don't know. They talk about job and career stuff.
Yeah.
It was really, really dumb. I was required to take it just so I could get out of class early every day. But if I got out early, I'm like, fuck this.
I remember riding, like, I think it was senior year. You take, I don't know what the program was called, but where you go to UT to take a certain class or whatever. Like, you leave Moline and you'll go to UT, or like some kids out in the boonies will, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
You went to UT?
Where for like the last part of your day, you went to UT for a class. It was like law enforcement and criminal, or public safety, law enforcement and something.
Yeah, I never did. I think I remember you talking about that.
Pretty
that's weird. You go to a different school for a class.
Yeah, it was weird walking into a whole new school a whole different school, not seeing anybody, even though you might not even recognize anybody at Moline, you're still not as, like...
Don't know the...
you're at home, basically. It's like you have to be there every day, so...
You know where everything is.
Have to get used to it. Yeah. But, like, walking in there, everybody just looks at you because it's like...
Who the fuck is this?
It's like there's automatically a rivalry with people, like, just because, like, you see these kids from another school coming in, and they all know... All the kids at UT knew, like, I think it was that wing or something. It was like a bunch of vocational classes or, I don't fucking know. Like shop classes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember I had a hacky sack. Bad move. This guy was like an ex-cop, I think. He was a good guy. Don't get me wrong, but he did not like me, I don't think. And he told me once to put the hacky sack away. And I wasn't doing anything with it. It was just sitting out on my books. Yeah, I guess it was kind of like a respect thing, so...
You didn't put it away?
Well, yeah, for a couple weeks, and then 1 week I'm playing out in the hallway, which they let us do, like, the teachers...
We used to do.
Yeah. I think Dylan Barton was in that class, or Jake Brower was in that class. I don't know if you... Maybe we should bleep these names out. I mean... Anyway, I ended up getting... He's like, you're not taking next semester. I'm not... Because he had to tell me a second time. He kind of freaked out in front of the class.
Really?
About the hacky sack. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
But... Whatever, you know. He probably thought I was just doing it on purpose. Carelessly.
Right.
Well, I probably was, but... I was like okay with it because I was graduating after that semester anyway. Like, well, yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna not get the credit anyway because I'm not taking the next course.
Right.
I don't know if it all counted as one credit or what.
Hmm.
What kind of electives did you take?
You know, you remember like when you're in 8th grade and they like get you ready for high school or whatever? Ready for 9th grade.
Like a little bit before you
Well, yeah, right. Before you get ready to graduate, they give you like some of the... Well, they give you a little bit of the curriculum, and they give you that book of like all the classes, you know? They have you fill out that sheet where you're like filling in the classes you choose to take.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, you got to take this math class this year. These are your electives. You got gym. They make you make a mock schedule of your first semester freshman year. I remember we did that in some class for some reason, probably just to get you used to that. Because, yeah, they wanted you to get... ready to pick out what classes you're going to take.
And, like, if you think about assignment books throughout elementary school, just getting us ready to prioritize different tasks throughout the week. I mean, if you think about it, we had one, and, like, at a certain year, you get one, and then every year you have a different one.
Yeah.
They got, like, a different design.
Right.
If you think about it, that's probably where a lot of our ability to keep track of, like, what's going on or what we got to do when we got to do it.
Right.
I mean, if you do that shit, like write down what you got to do throughout the week.
Yeah. But I remember when I planned to take electives, like, I think I planned to take a lot of, like auto shop and whatever. Like, yeah, I think they actually made you lay out, like, oh, what's your plan for the next 4 years? Just a mock schedule.
Right,
what classes you're trying to take. Yeah, and all the electives. I think I went for the auto shop and some of the other shit. And I took a lot of those classes because I'm interested in them, like machine tech and drafting, which back then I fucking sucked. I was really good at drafting, but like...
What's drafting?
Like on the big inclined board, like drawing blueprints,
like
basically,
schematic,
whatever.
Okay, yeah,
shit like that.
Drafting up.
I really like that on the board, like manually, but now it's all like CAD, computer-aided drafting, you know?
Okay.
And back then when we were in high school, I don't know what version it was, but the software we used, like, I just fucking sucked at it. I probably just need more training with it or some shit, but...
I love computer classes.
Yeah. But the CAD was weird. I was just, like, fucking up certain parts of it. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm sure now it'd be easy. I could just look up YouTube tutorials or something.
Did you have to build any furniture or anything? You took pottery, didn't you?
You're just designing in that class. But then I took, like, machine tech and we built some shit. But I think I, like, was not that good at that class. I don't know. Maybe I was, but I didn't finish some of the projects.
It's weird.
Didn't have enough time.
Pottery. That's a class, an elective you can take in school.
Yeah. I took that.
It's just like a different, it's like a subgenre of an art class.
Yeah, I took pottery, and I'm not very good at that either. But yeah, I lean more towards art shit.
Yeah,
and music classes.
You're not.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, you did this, didn't you?
Yeah, I plan to take you fucking auto shop and all this shit and like fucking house building 101, whatever fuck that class was, where you like build a house or some shit.
Oh god, yeah. You actually have to go like volunteer.
Yeah.
Or are you just building a mock house? I wonder.
No. But like I took some classes like that, but then mainly I just took a lot of art classes. Art, music, film and literature. I don't know.
That's what's weird is like with art, I would have thought like from just my experiences or my relationship with like drawing or illustrating, kind of, if you can call it that. I thought I would have like pursued it and like enjoyed art classes, but eventually it just got down to the principles of it, or
Right.
Almost like the laws of art. You just had to, and then he's quizzing you on shit. I'm like, I didn't know we'd have to like know,
Right.
Well, when you start throwing like crazy terms around, and at that point in time, I just wanted to make the art, so I was ready for the projects. But then the projects were like super meticulous. Not even like you could make anything cool, or the assignments. It was just like
Yeah, like just certain assignments you don't want to do, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess
Like,
that
I mean-
took the fun out of art for me was the fact that he had.
There's certain things you have to learn, you know, like, and certain things you got to practice, I guess, at least try it.
Yeah, I'm just mentally lazy. That's probably.
But even
what
in
it is.
college, like, I took art classes like 3D design, and I remember that, you know, they give you a requirement for the project or whatever it is you're fucking supposed to make. You know, it has to be monochromatic, and I didn't give a fuck about that. I just made it a bunch of colors or some shit,
Oh, monochromatic.
like one
that-
color or some shit,
Oh.
and it was like shit like that, like getting marks for or something.
I took like a music theory class, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't understand shit about it. I understood the A, B, C, you know, that portion of it. But then that dude,
Mr.
Schwagler,
or
Schwagler, I think it is.
yeah, Schwagler.
Yeah. I just couldn't. He just couldn't get through to me. I guess I don't know. I guess it's because I had music in our lives, and Mr. May's like, I mean, he's super sick at the piano and he knows his shit, but he's more about seemed more about the feeling of it. And Mr. Schwagler just seemed kind of more like if Ben Stein was teaching a music class. It's really about the basics, and we had to write like a counterpoint, I think it was called.
Mm-hmm.
And I just did not grasp the concept of this shit. So I not wrote something, but I played the melody to like a Christmas song and just like played something else. I thought it meant like you had to be doing something different on this end, but it always also matches in with what you're doing over here. And I guess I was wrong. I thought it was dope. I was like, oh, he's going to love this shit, you know? I don't really know what a counterpoint is, but and I played it. He's like, no, that's not it. And then he like sat there and like kind of tortured me. He's like, all right, so tried to make me explain it to him. Like, I really don't know, dude.
Yeah, I've had like a teacher before, you know, being like, I go up and like do something in front of the class, and then afterwards the teacher like, yeah, so we're not looking for that. We want you to do like that, but completely different.
Yeah, because you played in like band and stuff in middle school, didn't you?
Yeah, but not even like that, just like other classes too. I know, I played in band in like middle school, and then like I quit in like 8th grade. So I only played it for 7th grade and a little bit of 8th grade.
It's probably around the time I quit playing football. Yeah. I can't believe I used to play soccer as a kid. You played soccer probably as a kid, like on a pee-wee team.
I mean, I played like baseball and sucked at it.
I can't remember.
But then I was like fine at baseball afterwards. Well, when I was younger, I was like in little league or some shit. I
think
like sucked. But then our team won somehow. I mean, I guess I was horrible in the beginning, but at the very least.
I remember pee-wee baseball. I was just like not into it, I guess, and I just like chilling out in the outfield, sitting down or something like that. And I feel like I was not thrown into. I probably at the time was like, yeah, but I played soccer, like pee-wee soccer, like little kid, toddler soccer probably. And then it's like pee-wee baseball. Then I wrestled for a little bit, dude, in like grade school, I think. Did they have wrestling in grade school?
I don't know.
Yeah, they had to have. It had to have been because I would never do it. I think I went to one tournament. I'm like, this is just weird, man. I don't know why. I was just like not into it. It was so intense, the atmosphere. I didn't know what to expect. And I think I was like getting fatter at that point. So it's like they're probably like, yeah, just, he's got a good chance. Probably not. I don't remember how it went, but it didn't go good. I'm sure.
No.
And then karate.
Karate. Yeah, see, I never took that.
It was fun, but I think I was too young to really appreciate it for as little time as I did it.
Right.
And then football ended my athletic career.
Oh, Jesus.
Smashed my ankle.
Yeah, what happened?
Some dude was going way too hard on it was like a drill. It was like 7th grade, I think, maybe. Maybe not. But
was it 8th grade? Or?
The kid was just like, it's like, dude, this is practice, man. You ain't gotta fuck me up. He was like way taller than me. like all-American athletic type kid, you know. No hard feelings, I guess. But yeah, like crushed my ankle. It was like a drill where you had to run with the ball, like run through somebody, try to run through them. And this kid was just super, like way bigger than me, way stronger, way in touch with his body, like, you know, athletically and physically. He's just like, he knows what to do, when to do it. Like a fucking pro football player or something. And
what,
he basically picks me up.
He picks you up.
And, you know, drops down, and he falls down on me, and he falls down on my ankle. And
what?
yeah. And I was like, I knew something was wrong immediately. I was like,
Oh, no.
Coach is like, I walk it off.
Oh,
I'm like, it's the size of a softball already. I'm like, yeah,
no.
and I was on crutches for months after that. I did get a girl's number. Probably a pity number. Of course it was a pity number. She was like 8th grade, I think, too. They just kept calling me Crutches Boy. Because I wasn't, like, going into lunch for some reason. Why wasn't I going into lunch? And I just didn't like people back then either. Because it seems like the last story I told about middle school, I wasn't going into lunch either.
You fasted for a little bit.
Jesus.
For like a religious
Probably that's
thing.
what fucked me up. That's why I'm so weird. I lost fucking brain matter or something. It started eating itself.
Nah. It's good. Intermittent fasting, whatever. Sure.
Yeah, but not like for fanatical purposes. Yeah.
Fucking A. Was that the only bone you broke? Ever?
Only what I broke?
Bone?
Oh,
Like
no.
your ankle?
I broke a couple, like, I broke the right side, like, you know, here's, like, the side of your foot. Like, the bone here, I guess, like, cracked. All I did was roll my ankle on, like, a little knoll. Not even a hill, just, like, the front yard where you mow. But it's just, like, down to the sidewalk. It's a little hill.
Oh, yeah.
You
were mowing, or?
No.
You were just
I was just out there fucking around, and I rolled my ankle, the simplest little thing, and I was like, what the fuck? That really hurts. But it didn't hurt like I could kind of walk on it, but eventually it got swollen. I was like, oh man, we got an x-ray. And then, when that kid destroyed me at practice, he broke one of my shin bones too. I don't know what you call it. I think it was the smaller one. But,
yeah.
So that was broke, too.
He broke your
God damn it, he just went too hard.
And didn't you get hurt in the woods, jumping?
I probably would have never started playing music, though. Huh?
Didn't you get hurt, like, jumping a ravine?
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't even there.
Yeah, Justin was there. Yeah, we were, like, just running through the woods. We were, like, I think it was middle school, yeah. Like, exploring, I guess. You know, just trekking through the woods, like how we did the first day we hung out. All of us. And then he jumped into a creek bed. And then I was like, the smart me was like, nah, we haven't jumped from that height before. You know? It was only like 12 feet, but at the time I was like, so I hesitated. And it took me a while. I wouldn't let it go. I could have just went around, like, I just sat there like, no, I gotta do it, dude.
I know.
And I did it, and I fucking landed on my feet, but immediately went back to my ass because something, like, fucked up in the toe, like the big toe, going down here, like, in the middle there.
It's not the foot you broke your ankle and shit.
Yeah, not...
It's your other foot.
Maybe no, yeah, it's this other foot. I was just pointing to like
it's just
that bone right here.
So it's your one leg's been getting just fucked up,
dude. Get this.
Years?
Yeah, I don't want to think of it like that. Get this though. To get out, I couldn't walk. I was just like I'd have to hobble on one. I might as well have just done that and pushed through it. But at the time, I just thought I couldn't do it. It was excruciating, but. So I'm like, Justin, you gotta get help. Go get your mom or something. An adult. And then he comes back with like a pretty girl, or, you know, at the time, I'm like, What the fuck is this? And she's got her little brother with her. It's like a fucking movie, like a Hallmark movie. Hey, my friend's stuck in a creek bed. He dumbass jumped from broke his foot. Can you help? Yeah, we'll help. No, we don't need to tell our parents.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
He goes and gets children, basically, because we're all children. So,
Oh,
fuck,
man.
man. So yeah, then it was just a grueling trek. Back. We were deep off the 12th Avenue in those woods by like across from, and I just grueling, sweating all over everybody. Her brother and her took shifts. You know, Justin's like helping me. They got me out. It was just so demeaning. It was so embarrassing at the time.
Yeah.
It's funny now, but at the time I was like, ugh, my pants are all falling down. Like, so, and I think I was just wearing tighty whities that day. And you don't want people seeing you in tighty whities. That's like basically a Speedo.
Right.
So I'm like,
Right.
and I know I've been sitting in the mud, so I'm like, oh God, it's really gonna show if I got mud down my backside. Stupid little shit. I was more focused. I guess it took the focus off the pain because I was more focused on not looking as disgusting as I felt and pathetic. I was like, I think I said something to Justin when he showed up. I'm like, dude, where's her dad? Is she got a dad with like a fucking stretcher or something?
I said adults. Bring the adults.
Yeah, my dad was pissed that day. He's like, really, dude? Like, I think this is the second one or something. Maybe it was after my ankle. No, I wouldn't have jumped.
Yeah. Any other low points?
Oh, body-wise?
I guess.
Not for just everything right now in general. No, not like broken, like thrashings and shit like that, no.
I used to skateboard when I was little. Or
Yeah,
younger.
I imagine you got fucked up.
I know I used to like dislocate some shit sometimes a lot, like my knees.
Did it even hurt?
Not that bad. No, I would heal fast. But
I feel like you can already do that.
I've dislocated my knee bad before, like a few times, maybe under a handful of times. I don't know.
Oof.
But one time it was bad, and like I think I like fractured my kneecap a little bit.
Ooh.
Maybe there's a piece loose somewhere. Who knows? But
dude, I remember one night in your driveway at the old house, when you fucked your knee up somehow. It was like not getting better. It was like it was dislocated. I think I was there one of those times.
Was it one time it happened at our buddies playing basketball.
You remember that kid video? I mean, that childhood video of yours, not kid video. What? Where that one of the neighborhood kids, like the fat dopey one of the group, like wrecks on his bike. We watched it like, I mean, countless
There's a couple
times.
of those scenes too where his brother did also.
Just kids being kids and like freaking the fuck out. I remember on the playground in elementary school, I seen like this kid was considerably bigger than everybody in the world. No, and in the elementary school, and he fell flat on his like gut, like he tripped over the railroad tie from the mulched like playground area to the blacktop. He fell right on the blacktop. I was like, oh, I felt bad for him. He started bawling immediately on his belly, like kicking his legs and his arms, like violently, like calling for like one of the volunteer fucking recess guard ladies.
No,
I don't know. They're probably paid, but
well,
did
no,
you have any creepy janitors when you were?
Yeah, we had this older dude, but he was like nice, and he actually lived in my neighborhood.
Oh.
So he was like fine, as far as we know.
Yeah.
As far as we
been on
fucking
Watchdog lately.
As far as we fucking know, but he was old. I don't know if he's alive.
Yeah.
But
I had one that reminded me of John Wayne Gacy. Like after I found out what John Wayne Gacy is. Creepy. He's probably okay. He's just an asshole.
Yeah.
I could see him smacking the shit out of a kid.
Yeah.
Getting really pissed off.
But yeah, I think I've only broken one bone. Well, technically, I broke my wrist.
Okay.
Like,
How'd you do that?
well, not even skateboarding. We were like riding home, and like I wasn't looking, and I think I hit like a part of the sidewalk was raised,
On a bike?
Just on a skateboard.
So you...
We were just riding
I
home.
got you, yeah,
Like we weren't
cruising.
even like it wasn't like I was grinding down the fucking
No.
stairs and fucking just riding home and hit
Just
like
landed.
a fucking ledge, not looking, and then like I landed and I was with Connor and he's like, "Oh, you're alright." I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Like I felt fine. And I looked at my wrist. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, no.
Like,
It looks fucked up.
yeah, it looked
Oh,
fucked
no.
up, like real fucked up. It was like an S or something, like kind of just.
Yeah.
I don't know. No bones sticking out though, but it was like they
Curve.
had mentioned that like a bone from like around the bottom of my wrist got like shoved to the top. It was just like I don't know. It was fine. I guess I wasn't really in pain.
Yeah.
Had all that shit taken over. We weren't far from my house. We were like walking home, and I was like, oh, I gotta sit down for a minute. Connor's like, we gotta get home. But and then that's
You're
actually
like, I need to sit down.
yeah,
Wheezy, man. I didn't feel it at all.
well, it's fine at first, but then walking, I was like, but then we went home fine, and then
Damn.
but what was funny was so my arms like all twisted up, and like fucking, always used to play lots of instruments and shit. I was actually starting drum lessons that night, and I fucking forgot about it. So we show up at my house, and like the dude, my drum lesson instructor dude is like at my house because he would come to me to teach me the drums because I had a drum set, and like, good thing he had some medical training or some shit.
Yeah.
He gave me some ice or whatever. Like he was just there, and I was like, oh shit, I have a fucking drum lesson tonight. I'm supposed to start drum lessons, but not any fucking more.
Right. No.
So that,
Did you have to get surgery, or did they just put a cast on
they
it?
put a cast on it.
That's crazy that shit can just heal up like that.
Right.
Very crazy.
I've been cut a couple times.
Any head injuries?
No, not that I know of. Well, probably as a kid, right?
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
been. I think there's more studies showing that, like,
The
you
more
can't,
get
you don't
hit
even
in
have to
the-
get a concussion to suffer like brain damage.
Right. Right.
Is what they're saying. I
Yeah,
think.
that's
So-
even scarier.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, of course, we probably all have brain damage. If even as a kid, maybe a bit. If you
Yeah, I
did
hit
crazy
my
shit
head
as
a
a
few
kid.
times. Like
I
I
used to-
and
I used to
We all
BMX, with the bikes and shit, going over jumps. Took a few
Right.
spills, I guess, but nothing horrific. I heard a kid just died from BMXing.
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
crazy. That's
What the
horrific.
fuck?
I know. I think that's super rare.
How'd
I
that
don't know.
happen?
He crashed real bad, sustained some injuries, and
Damn.
yeah, I don't know. It was fucked up.
I
I don't think that happened. I don't know if it must. I think it might have happened before, but it's pretty rare. It's
fell
really
off
fucked.
a tire swing when I was like a kid, and I thought I was dying. That was the first time I got the wind knocked out of me.
Mm.
I thought I was dying. I was like, water. Probably crying at the same time, like,
Dude,
water.
I can't.
I feel like somebody was laughing at me, but the only people were watching my parents and my friends, so it was probably my friend. Oh yeah, he even told me. I told him that story. He's like, I couldn't help but laugh. It's like, dude, I was dying. For all I could, like, I hit so hard. It was like 15 feet in the air, straight on my ass. Just, I thought it was over.
God damn. Yeah. I think it's crazy, like, how many kids didn't get hurt at recess. Like, it should have been, like, casualties. Like,
Casualties,
back
yeah.
in the day. Because honestly, I mean, especially for being a little kid, like, our playground equipment, there's, like, a spiral thing you could climb up on hella tall. You would just stand on top of it.
Yeah.
You're, like, hella feet off the ground, at least 20, 25 feet, right? Who knows how tall that shit is.
Right. Did you ever have a tire pit? It was like they linked a bunch of old shitty tires together for almost like a in skateboarding. What do you call that shit?
Half pipe?
Half pipe. What's the full one?
Quarter pipe? What are you talking about?
Is there a full pipe?
Well, a full pipe, that's a loop or whatever.
Okay, yeah, half pipe.
Quarter pipe's small.
You just climb up and down, I guess. We were like,
Oh, okay.
it was like Planet of the Apes, I feel like, because it was like we were all pretending like we were teaming up against people and like really imaginative shit, but we were playing on like old tires with the wires still sticking out and they're all roped together. And
Oh, shit, yeah. The good old days.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
Yeah. I remember my favorite shit was like the fucking guinea pig mouse wheel they had at this one park.
What?
You get in and it's like fucking, yeah, just spinning.
Oh,
And
okay, yeah.
You could run whatever. It's like, yeah, spinning wheel thing inside it's like fucking mouse wheel, whatever you call it.
Yeah. You can like stop and you'll just be like, if you got good
Right.
speed.
Hmm.
I've only seen one of those in like Mount Pleasant, Illinois.
Or the fucking dual swings that spins, you know, and the swings on both sides.
What?
And it spins, you know, like they had at the park down by the river or whatever.
Oh, by Empire Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That kind of shit. I remember one time going camping, like I was really young and there was like hella older kids and they had like a giant one of these that seemed pretty big, you know. I was kind of young, but at this campground I'm like just spinning us on it, going so high. It might have been like 4 swings or something like that.
What?
A big ass one, I
Ooh.
think. And it was like fucking sick.
Damn.
Super high up in the air and shit. Because everyone's
Really?
just fucking, you know, all these
Yeah.
kids are just pushing it super hard.
I still think it'd be a good idea to, or not like necessarily a good idea, but a cool idea to just like hook up. Of course, you know, vamp it up from my description, but like hook up like basically a long, elongated lawn chair, maybe made out of something like wood or metal, of course, but then, well, maybe not metal or wood. Maybe, yeah, just a lawn chair, because that'd be light enough, I feel like. You could get a couple weather balloons,
Right. Oh, yeah.
tie them to the side of the lawn chair.
Yeah.
Or hot air balloons, I guess.
Well, weather balloons. I
Weather
think.
balloons.
Right? That's what
Yeah, weather balloons. And a pulley system hooked up to, like, the bottom of the bench. So that way you could go up and by remote control or whatever,
Right.
the pulley system could pull you back down to the ground, or at least close enough. That'd be cool just to have in your backyard. Like, if you just made that and, like, people came over to kick it and, like, hey, you trying to go up? Yeah, let's go up.
You have to make multiple ones. All you and your friends are just chilling in the air. Just like,
Oh, man, that would be
Passing
sick,
aboard.
yeah. Now, that would be sick. It's like different
That'd be
people
fun.
from throughout the neighborhood pop up.
mhm.
They have their neighborhood meet in the sky.
That'd be sick.
That'd be an intimate place to take someone, like, if you were going to propose to
You're all
somebody.
vulnerable.
But it'd also be kind of tragic if, like, one of the balloons wasn't sufficiently and it just all...
There's gonna be some kind of accidents, or someone gets really pissed and shoots someone out of the sky because of neighborhood
Yeah.
disputes. People go crazy, dude.
All right. That's against city code.
I told you to trim your fucking tree on my property.
Yeah.
Just crazy motherfuckers.
True. Yeah, even for just doing that, you're not bothering nobody. You're not getting into, like, airspace, you know? Though somebody would get pissed. Just like, what was that story of the lady calling, like, the cops because somebody didn't have a permit to sell, like, lemonade or something like that?
Yeah. Are you talking about the kids didn't have the permit?
Yeah, so the lady was going, like, it was a kid selling lemonade
Yeah.
on the side of the road or something.
I heard some towns now have a thing that like allow kids to have that.
Oh, that's
Like,
cool.
I
I
saw-
didn't know there was a thing to stop them from it. You know?
Right? I mean, it's like, yeah, why would you be dicks, right?
Did something like, I don't know.
You can't sell shit because it's yeah. It's like Jesus.
That's probably why there's so many more and more laws every day.
Like some city made like the Lemonade Stand Act or some bullshit where it's like kids can just do that, as they probably should be able to, I guess.
That's cool. This kind
But-
of seems gimmicky.
But if my kid
as
wants to make
well.
money, I'll fucking hook them up and be like, all right, you know, I'll give you a loan.
You'll probably fucking build the stand.
Be like, get you some snacks from Sam's Club. or
You're gonna give her a fucking snow cone cart, basically.
something. Go pedal your ass around
Yeah.
the fucking neighborhood.
That'd be cool.
But shit.
Hmm.
Want to wrap it up?
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
All right. Hell yeah. Well, until next time. Peace out.
Peace out.